Hey guys, what's cracking? It is Krakenation here. I'm coming at you guys today with the second installment of this little mini-series we are doing with Entei here, and we're going to be taking a look today at the Generation 2 Pokemon in specific, as far as their DLC move pool buffs and whatnot.
Yay!
So why don't we just go ahead and get started, I guess. We got Chikorita's line, the Meganiums of the world. I think universally recognized as the worst starter of all time.
Don't hate on Meganium.
I'm sure some Meganium truther out there is about to roast me alive.
Yeah, it's the original Mega.
It is the OG Mega. That is true. It's just the problem with Meganium is just like its stats are just so bad. It like doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a starter.
like its stats are mediocre. Like it's got speed. It's got good bulk, but like it doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Solar Blade or Pollen Puff is gonna really change any of that. I mean, granted, I don't play a lot of doubles or have a lot of doubles experience, so I don't know. Maybe Pollen Puff is helpful if you want to bring this thing into doubles, but
I guess yeah,
not really in that arena.
Yeah, I mean, Pollen Puff is, I guess, useful for... I mean, so I guess, like, the one niche it would have in doubles would be, like, as a part of a Sun team. Because it's got that Leaf Guard hidden ability, so it can't be statused when Sun is up.
Yeah, that's a pretty broken ability.
So, I guess in that regard, it's pretty decent. Not really. It's just...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that.
Yeah, it's not going to be doing much. Alright, so moving on to Typhlosion here. Typhlosion got Mystical Fire. It already had better fire moves.
Yeah, I don't see that being better than Eruption or just like Flamethrower. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I won't say tanky Typhlosion, but maybe if you want a more like supportive Typhlosion that's going to be reducing opponent's special attack, and you can slot that in, but
yeah,
I think it would be difficult to find a situation where you would rather have Mystical Fire instead of just something strong.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that 100%. Just like maybe there's situations where you really want to be lowering, but overall I mean it's got Flamethrower is obviously always good, Fire Blast, it's got Eruption, which is pretty popular on it actually, like Scarf Eruption.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then as everything else yesterday, Feraligatr got Swift apparently, but it got a couple other cool things here actually.
It's got Brutal Swing and Breaking Swipe.
It's got both of them. I honestly forget which is which. I think Brutal Swing is the dark one. And
yeah, I agree.
Breaking Swipe is the dragon one. I guess it's got Sheer Force boosted Muddy Water, so like honestly, if you're running a special Feraligatr, Muddy Water might be your move of choice now.
That's nuts.
Because it's 90 base power, chance to... it's still low accuracy, so I guess you might rather just run Scald, but...
So if you have Breaking Swipe, Sheer Force, do you not lower their attack? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I guess not. I guess that's now your go-to dragon move if you needed a dragon move.
If you needed one, I guess.
For all the only hitting dragons super effectively, and not just you don't forget that Ice Punch exists, you know.
Yeah.
Psychic,
but like Psychic Fangs, the destroying screens doesn't count as a secondary.
Yeah, I don't think so. And destroying screens is cool, but I don't think it counts as a secondary effect. I'm trying to think what were things that Feraligatr struggles with right now. Really, bulky waters are just a big issue for it. It gets nothing to hit them. Its best move to hit them is usually Crunch. And none of these moves are going to make a big difference in as far as what it's running. It's like, I don't think any of these moves get through the Ice Punch, Liquidation. Does it get Liquidation? Yeah, Ice Punch, Liquidation, and like Crunch or Earthquake.
Yeah, agreed.
Furret, I don't think I've ever seen a Furret used in any format ever. So I guess like, I don't know what this Pokemon actually does. Is it fast? No. Yeah.
Got Tail Flap now though.
It's kind of a weird move that I would have assumed it already got it. like I feel like everything in every single Pokemon game learns Tail Slap at level 7. You know, like.
Yeah, just the standard. Yeah, I don't think we need to waste any more time talking about
Ledian with Mega Kick, Assurance, nothing really notable there. Ariados with Bug Buzz. This is probably the Ariados is sometimes used as like a sticky webber and a toxic spikes mon.
Yeah.
It's good like hazard setter, but I don't think Bug Buzz is gonna do anything because it already has a better physical attack and it gets like poison jab and lunge and mega horn.
Sure mega horn, yeah.
So you already got your physical stabs and you're not really looking to run a special set. Ampharos gets reflect. That's kind of cool. Mega Ampharos, cool. Mega Ampharos or regular Ampharos, like it now gets reflect and light screen, so you can just run screen support Ampharos, which is probably not awful.
Yeah, that's not too bad, especially considering how Ampharos's coverage moves I don't think are the best, especially since it lost hidden power now. So
yeah, that's definitely true. That's absolutely 100% true. I didn't think about that.
If you need to fill a move slot, you know, you got Dragon Pulse, Volt Switch, maybe you can run one of those screens.
Yeah, this thing's special coverage is Dragon Pulse, Focus Blast, and Power Gem. And albeit Power Gem is actually pretty nice as a rock move, but overall, yeah, you definitely could easily slot a move like Reflect or Light Screen in on maybe a set if you needed it for a team.
You never know.
I like that. Azumarill gets some interesting moves. I don't know if does Azumarill already get Earthquake?
I don't think so.
Oh, it did not. Wow. High horsepower.
Helps with steel types, I guess.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big. I mean, it got superpower before, I know, but now you don't need to run. You don't need to lower your attack and defense when you're to beat steel types. That's pretty cool. That's actually that's legit. That's probably the biggest buff we've seen so far.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, huge power is nothing to scoff at. So
yeah, absolutely.
A strong ground, even if it's not Earthquake, a strong ground move boosted by huge power is gonna be worrisome.
For sure. Draining Kiss, I don't think you're really running special Azumarill that often, but if you were, I guess it's probably your fairy move of choice now, because it doesn't. Draining Kiss is now its only like special fairy attack.
Right.
It doesn't get anything else.
But yeah, who knows? Maybe you can run like a Sap Sipper Azumarill with Misty Surge and just a support Azumarill now. Yeah.
No, it's possible, and I think high horsepower though is a really useful. I don't know why it learns that, like just on like a lore, like what is it doing, like like it's not horse-like at all. But
bunny legs, dude.
Dude, this thing doesn't even have legs. It's like Kirby. It just has feet. But yeah, no, I think it overall though, that's a pretty good buff to it actually.
Yeah, not bad.
Jumpluff, again, a Pokemon I've never actually seen really used that much, but it is pretty fast, I know. Yeah, 110 speed. Pollen Puff, I guess in doubles could be useful. Leaf Storm also, honestly, not a bad move.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Does it get anything that... Oh, again, Baton Pass is weird because there's different restrictions on it depending on how you're playing.
It already had...
it gets Sword Stance, I guess. It
already had Energy Ball. So I don't know Leaf Storm if you always want to run that because it already has Energy Ball, and it also already has its offenses are just absolutely atrocious. It's got 55 in both stats, so that's kind of tough.
Yeah. So maybe it'll help it be more supportive in certain situations, but
yeah. Overall, though, probably not a super considerable change. Ambipom gets Fake Tears, Assurance, Brutal Swing, Encore. None of those seem like they're moves that just Ambipom really needs or would use. Ambipom's like a fast, frail, like glass cannon type attacker kind of thing.
Yeah, I think Encore is interesting. It could make for an annoying lead because he gets stuff like Taunt and Fake Out, and now Encore.
Taunt Encore is interesting. You can force Pokemon to struggle and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, but other than that, maybe it can be a sort of niche anti-lead. But...
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I like that actually. Yeah, that's why we bring you here. That's the big brain.
Dude, you know I'm looking at the weird moves.
Sunflora, the legend, gets Leaf Blade, which is probably its best physical grass move.
Yeah, I can't say I can speak too much about Sunflora.
But it has chlorophyll, but the problem is it's like so you'd think like, oh, chlorophyll, like good, kind of decent mixed offenses, like 105 special attack. But then it's only got 30 speed, so like even with a chlorophyll boost, this thing is still so slow.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. It is so slow, even when you get the chlorophyll boost. So unfortunately, I don't think. Although, like, to be honest, like if you were gonna run a Suns team and like you're in like whatever's below PU and you're running a Sun team, Sunny Day Sunflora could be a set because it also gets Weather Ball here, as we see, and that's a fire move now. It gets like Sludge Bomb. I don't know. I feel like this Pokemon just faces the like you would always rather just have like a Victory Bell, which also got Weather Ball and is better, or like Vileplume. All those like
any other chlorophyll.
Yeah, exactly. Or like Venusaur that got Earth Power and Weather Ball. Yeah. So just overall, it's still Sunflora.
Whatever.
Girafarig, Imprison.
Yeah, it just gets some weird psychic moves now, which goes with the theme, I guess.
Yeah,
this is a weird Pokemon.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's got a kind of cool move pool, which is interesting. It's got like Nasty Plot, Calm Mind, but nothing here is like stuff that helps it.
Yeah, I think it has a lot of ways to catch your opponent off guard, but it better be very off guard, or else you're not going to be able to press much of an advantage.
That's true.
But maybe Imprison can help with that. Who knows?
Pineco gets Bug Buzz. That doesn't matter. But Forretress with Body Press.
Yeah, I think that's really nice.
That's huge for it.
Because its defense is enormous, and now it can hit Steel types.
Yeah, no, it's between this and Azumarill's high horsepower is like the actually substantial buffs to Pokemon right now. That's pretty big for Forretress.
Yeah.
Because you know, like you easily can run, you know, like a Rapid Spin, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rock, whatever hazards you're really looking to run on it. You also it kind of the thing is already operated with a pretty limited move pool because you always wanted to run like Volt Switch or Gyro Ball or something.
Yeah.
But it is nice to have that option. That's definitely something.
Yeah. Nice to have an offensive move to hit something like a Ferrothorn.
Absolutely, definitely.
Last time I forgot to mention this, but someone in the comments mentioned that Slowking actually already gets Nasty Plot.
Yeah.
Was absent from the.
Yeah, that's true. I saw that as well.
So. Random side note, but continue.
You know, I saw that as well, and I was like, yep, that actually does make sense. Granbull with some actually kind of cool moves here. Psychic Fangs and Close Combat. It already had Earthquake, but I think Close Combat was actually an event move because on Showdown it already learns Close Combat, so it probably just now gets it unrestricted.
Right.
And Psychic Fangs is cool.
Yeah, more coverage is never a bad thing.
Especially when it's like actually usable coverage. Like,
yeah.
Like it's more. It's one thing when everything now gets a Dark move and Brutal Swing.
Yeah. But now, now Steel types might be a little less comfortable because before it was just. I mean, it gets Fire Punch, I think, right? And Earthquake.
It got Earthquake, yeah, but now you have an even harder move to hit than if you need it. You know.
Yeah.
Heracross with Spikes. This is huge, actually.
Oh, I like that.
I really like that because Mega Heracross and like regular Heracross, true. Like the problem when you use them on a lot of teams is they just don't really fill any roles. Like you feel weird using it as like. I mean, it's only really a Scarfmon, maybe like a kind of bulkier attacker, and then Mega Heracross is just a wall breaker. But now it's kind of cool that like maybe with a Mega Heracross set you can run Spikes, and Mega Heracross is so good at forcing switches.
Yeah.
And on the force switches, you can just set up Spikes all day long. It's also like pretty bulky. People underestimate how bulky Mega Heracross is.
Right. So who knows? If you're doing some draft-based play, pick up Mega Heracross and run Spikes and let us know how that goes.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, like 80 HP, 115 defense, 105 special defense. That's fat, dude. I really like Mega Heracross right now, and regular Heracross too. It's like I guess it got high horsepower, but already had Earthquake. Smart Strike, I think it already had Iron Head, but maybe not. Oh, interesting. Did it have any moves to hit Fairy types before? It did not. Actually, that's kind of useful.
Oh, so Smart Strike is pretty
Now
big then.
Yeah, Smart Strike also now your go-to move to hit fairy types. So, which are obviously a really good answer to That's wow. I didn't even realize that, because that's also, if you think about it, Heracross's biggest problem in the past was probably fairy types, because it couldn't hit them with either of its stabs, and it couldn't hit them with any coverage moves. Its best move to hit fairy types up until now is Earthquake. Wow, that's Heracross with the big buff.
I like that. I feel like Modern Boy doesn't get enough love. Even regular Heracross doesn't get the love.
Yeah, I didn't.
He's got Moxie, Guts, Swarm.
Wow, this Heracross so far the biggest, like, I feel like buff of Gen 2 for sure. Wow, that's big. This is the Poliwrath of Gen 2 right here. No, I really like that. Wow, I'm into that. I am into that. Cool. Magcargo, moving on, gets Fire Spin, Self-Destruct, Rock Blast, Heat Crash. I don't think anyone's using Magcargo, but I guess if you are, it got things that it's probably not going to use.
You can nuke one thing with Self-Destruct.
It already got Stone Edge, so I don't know if you're ever going to run Rock Blast. It already got, I guess let's look at its fire move pool. Flame Charge. I guess Heat Crash is probably now its go-to physical fire move.
Yeah.
How heavy is Magcargo?
Probably using special moves anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
How heavy is Magcargo? Yeah, I don't know.
Only 55 kilograms, so it's really not that heavy. So Heat Crash isn't probably that good, even if you were running it. And yeah, obviously low physical attack set. You'd rather run special attacking anyways. So
yeah. Oh well.
Skarmory with Body Press. I love it. I really like that.
Similar to Forretress, yeah.
Similar to Forretress. I also like. Call me crazy. A lot of people love Corviknight right now. I'm still kind of on the Skarmory hype train.
Okay, tell us why.
I think Corviknight, and this is unpopular opinions about to come out at the wazoo right now, just a heads up. This is all unopinions that cannot be corroborated by anyone else. This is just my personal opinion.
Okay.
It's kind of like when you just use Skarmory or Corviknight. Corviknight's, it's in pros of Corviknight are it's a little bulkier on mixed side, so you get a little more special defense, and it's got U-turn. And I guess some opportunity with bulk up, but really not that much, because now Skarmory can run Iron Defense Body Press and actually be a little better. Yeah, exactly. So really the niche that Corviknight occupies is better special defense and U-turn, which U-turn is big. I'll admit, U-turn's a really big deal. But
yeah,
Skarmory, on the other hand, gets Stealth Rocks and Spikes, which also feels like a big deal.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, it's a huge deal, I would say.
So, I'm one of the rare Corviknight truthers. Everyone kind of like pushed Skarmory to the wayside when Corviknight got like released, and is now kind of Corviknight's like super used in all draft formats, and it's like the number 2 usage Pokemon in OU right now on Smogon, and it's super popular in VGC. But I think
so
yeah, it's everywhere, and I think maybe Skarmory's kind of a sleeper right now.
You're a Skarmory truther, you believe?
I do. I absolutely do. I believe in Skarmory.
I like be converted. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Smelling when I'm stepping in. I like Skarmory, and Body Press to kind of come full circle. I think Body Press is big for it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Alrighty. Nice. Got that off my chest.
Thank you for that.
Donphan with a sneaky some more boost for Donphan too. Actually, here we go. Now we're talking. Power Whip and Body Press. So it sometimes ran Superpower in the past. So now you've got a real, because Donphan's really physically bulky. It's got 120 defense stat. So now you've got a good fighting move to click if you want it. And Power Whip to hit water types, dude.
Yeah, that's not bad. And Encore.
Encore, yeah. Don't forget the Encore, right? But honestly, like, it's a Donphan's, I feel like another Pokemon that gets slept on a lot. It's a rocker. It's like a very reliable rocker because it's got sturdy.
Oh, true.
So it's a reliable rocker, but it's also a reliable clearer because again, it's got sturdy. Like, and it's just a physically bulky Pokemon, so you can bring it on a lot of different physical attackers and clear away hazards.
Yeah, and it's got 120 attack.
So, yeah, exactly.
Just Edgequake.
It's got access to Edgequake. Weirdly, has access to Ice Shard. Could never explain that. That's one of those like, what?
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. Are you sure you aren't Mamoswine?
Yeah, exactly. But like Ice Shard's really weirdly good on it. Also, like the more I'm looking at this thing, like Knockoff, Play Rough, Poison Jab, Seed Bomb, now Power Whip instead of Seed Bomb, which is even more powerful.
Yeah, it's like a ground version of Caparaja with Rapid Spin.
Yeah, that's dude. The elephants. It's all about the elephants. No, that's a good way to put it. And yeah, I think Power Whip and Body Press are just nice little tech additions to its move pool that, I mean, maybe won't make it like OU overnight, but it's strictly better. You know, it's definitely a better Pokemon than it was yesterday.
Yeah, that's great. More coverage is always good.
All right, so we're wrapping up the list here, people. Let's look at Miltank here. Body Press. Everything gets Body Press now.
Everything's getting Body Press. Heavy Slam is cool. I don't exactly know how heavy Miltank is, but I think it's pretty heavy.
It looks fat, right? It's not that heavy. 75 kilograms, which, I don't know, dude. It's Pokemon. They're all over the place. Like, Groudon's the giant rock dinosaur, and it's like only like 950 kilograms, which doesn't sound like as much as it should be, considering it's a giant rock dinosaur.
Fair enough.
So yeah, anyways, Miltank, I think Body Press is probably the biggest change here for it.
Yeah, was it running a fighting move?
I mean, it wasn't, but now it's got a better fighting move if you need it, because it's also mostly it's usually run as a physically defensive Pokemon, you know? It's got a good defense stat, good HP stat.
Sure.
So I could easily imagine like a Body Press, Milk Drink, Toxic, Stealth Rock set or something.
Defense Curl.
Defense Curl. Yes. Does it get Iron Defense? No, it does not. Okay, it's got to be Defense Curl. Does it get Bulk Up? It doesn't. Oh my God, he's onto it. He knows. But yeah, so I think that's. I mean, again, like probably not a huge buff to it, but it's something it can do.
Yeah.
Raikou's a big one. Raikou's a big beneficiary of this generation.
Yes, Scald and
Aurasphere now, because you used to only be able to run Aurasphere on like certain. It always got Aurasphere, but it was only like you could only run Modest or something, or it was like an event Pokemon, or you had to be shiny or something. I think. And then Extreme Speed, I think, was also kind of like that. So it was hard. You couldn't run both Aurasphere and Extreme Speed if you wanted to. And not that Extreme Speed is always a go-to move on Raikou, but it was an option, you know, like a good priority move if you needed it.
Yeah.
And then Weather Ball, making it like a kind of a sneaky, maybe a rain Pokemon or even a sun team Pokemon.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is getting Weather Ball.
And I like it, honestly.
Makes me wonder if they're about to introduce some more weather Pokemon.
It wouldn't surprise me. But also, like, I think just overall Scald, just in a vacuum, is big for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Being able to hit those ground types, because it doesn't have Hidden Power Ice, obviously, anymore. So now it's one of the few electric types that have coverage for ground types.
Yeah, wow, that's pretty big, actually.
Yeah.
Does this thing gets Calm Mind and stuff?
It does,
I mean, if you wanted
absolutely.
to Calm Mind and still be able to hit ground types.
Yeah, exactly. You could go like a Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Scald, and like maybe it gets like now Aurasphere, right? Or Shadow Ball.
Yeah, or Substitute, yeah.
Like, it's just a really, really nice coverage move for it to be getting. I really like Raikou because it's always been a decent Pokemon, but it was kind of slept on, I think. But now it's got like it's got a fantastic special coverage move pool. It's got Extra Sensory, Shadow Ball, now Scald. I don't know. It's just tools to use.
Yeah, it's like they're apologizing for removing Hidden Power. That's my bad, Raikou. Let me give you Scald and Aurasphere.
And it's also one of those things that's I'm like, why did it, like, what? What is that about? Why did it get that?
How do you get that?
And so Entei, Flare Blitz, you're still gonna run Sacred Fire.
Yeah.
Sacred Fire is a baller.
I feel like it got Flare Blitz. Oh, it's like you had to be adamant or something.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things where like all these Pokemon, Entei, Raikou, and Suicune had like specific moves that had to be certain ways because they're all like event Pokemon and stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it already got Flare Blitz, but I still think regardless you were probably running what's that fire move it always ran?
Sacred.
Oh, well, it didn't. Wait, is Sacred Fire removed from the game?
Well, if it is, then that's a problem for Entei, yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna look this up because I'm not seeing Sacred Fire in its move pool.
Huh. Well, yeah, you definitely need a legendary Fire Dog to be able to use a strong Fire type move.
Well,
yeah, while you look into that, I do like I like agility actually on Entei. That's
Yeah.
kind of terrifying. I mean,
Absolutely.
it has extreme speed for priority. If you don't want to go that path, you could hit up an agility. You have a fire move. I think it gets access to a couple other coverage moves like Stone Edge, and I hope it gets Earthquake. Maybe it doesn't. Dig.
Yeah, this is weird because Entei learned Sacred Fire. It definitely did, but now it's not on Bulbapedia. It's not marked as learning Sacred Fire. But like other places, it says it once upon a time learned it in like Generation 6 and 7. Wait, no, here it is. Never mind. It's right here on Bulbapedia. Okay, no, never mind. It's right here, and it's in Sword and Shield. So I don't know why it's not allowed on Showdown, but it still gets Sacred Fire, I think. Anyways, so Flare Blitz.
Maybe someone, yeah, you would think since it's my mascot, I would know, but again,
since it's literally on the screen right now,
whoops.
we would know what we're talking about. And then so yeah, I think like just to go back, agility definitely I think very viable because this thing's a powerful physical attacker and it's got high base power moves. I would have loved to have seen this get high horsepower.
Yeah,
this is
like
a Pokemon.
Did.
Yeah, exactly. Like just get a good ground move in there too. Because it always has to run like what was its ground move?
It gets Stomping Tantrum.
Yeah, it got like Bulldoze. Stomping Tantrum. Like, would have loved to have seen high horsepower on it. Kind of weird that it didn't get it. I feel like, but like Azumarill got high horsepower. Doesn't have legs.
Yeah, show and taste some love. Come
on. And then finally, let's move on to Suicune here. I guess Weather Ball. Agility's kind of cool on it. Liquidation, Air Slash. Probably the biggest move there is Air Slash. I guess if you were running a physical Suicune, you have a better move to run on it now. But overall, Air Slash is probably just the overall best one. I think also Air Slash move it already got is I think again one of those moves that like you couldn't learn based on events or something.
Right. So if you're not going Crocoon, which maybe on occasion you're not,
yeah,
you have Air Slash to hit grass types.
And I guess we'll talk about Lugia and Ho. Why not, right? While we're at it.
Yeah.
Lugia gets.
I really only see Flare Blitz on Ho-Oh as being like significant, but
yeah, Ho-Oh just generally runs physical sets, I think, anyways.
You mean special?
No, it runs physically offensive sets usually.
Ho-Oh does? Oh, wow.
It's got 130 physical attack and 110 special attack.
Oh, this thing gets Sacred Fire too.
Yeah, well, Sacred Fire was its signature move, and then Entei also got it in Generation 6.
Oh, he yoinked it?
Yeah, so Entei actually stole it. It wasn't Entei's move. But on Showdown, Ho doesn't learn Sacred Fire either, so I'm perplexed.
We'll come back to this. We'll launch a full-scale.
Yeah, what is going on? I'm like Googling, was Sacred Fire removed?
So, but it gets.
Okay,
For some reason, I thought it got U-turn.
It doesn't get U-turn, I don't think, but it gets Regenerator as an ability.
Right.
And Ho already, let's talk about this, with heavy duty boots was already a big buff to it this generation.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
And so you run like your Sacred Fire, Brave Bird shenanigans, which are just like, it's always been really good at. That's kind of was its niche, is like a really specially bulky Pokemon. Sacred Fire, Brave Bird, like Earthquake, Zen Headbutter, whatever coverage moves you're running.
Yeah.
I don't think Flare Blitz is going to fit into that picture, but I guess if you were running special, you have Air Slash. It already had Hurricane, I think. Did it not? No, okay. Air Slash is now your go-to special move. Interesting. Okay, all right. That's pretty nice to know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play a lot of Ubers, but yeah.
And then Lugia, I used to play a lot of Ubers. Lugia already had Aeroblast, which also looks like it's removed, but I know it's like that's its only that's its move. It's no way. Lugia also has Aeroblast, which is a 100 base power flying move with 95 accuracy and a high crit ratio. It's a pretty baller move.
That sounds pretty broken.
Yeah, I don't think Air Slash or Hurricane. The thing is, Lugia doesn't have very good special attack or physical attack. It's 90-90. Lugia's whole niche in this game is like the physically bulkiest Pokemon in the game.
Yeah, jeez.
Because it's got multi-scale. It's got multi-scale, this Roost, heavy-duty boots probably now. Yeah, this thing is PHAT.
I like that.
Yeah, this. I mean, like, it was always, I think in Ubers in previous generations, it was always like it's regular Giratina, like Giratina regular form, or Lugia, the Great Wall.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was a Lugia truther.
Oh yeah.
But
cruising through Ubers with Lugia.
Oh yeah, dude. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you, Entei, for popping your head in. And
yeah, always a pleasure bringing my big brain to the table.
Exactly, giving us that underratedly valuable perspective on all the moves like Encore that you might not realize how viable they actually
sleeping
are.
on them, man.
And so we're gonna keep these series coming, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below if you guys enjoyed this, and if you think we slept on maybe any sets in particular that were like way better than we thought they were gonna be, or just maybe overlooked something. Make sure to just let us know in the comment section below, and keep your eyes peeled for the next installment. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Entei and Krakenation out.